That's got to be on. I'll suggest that. Boom, boom, boom. I trust it. I trust you. I trust you. All right, I think we got it. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Discombobulated. We're here at The Wharf. Where else are we going to be? We are here at the Oklahoma City Wharf. Home of this fucking wharf and that lighthouse, which, I'll tell you this, I definitely came here thinking that lighthouse was going to be bigger. I definitely came here thinking that I was going to see a lighthouse that was going to rock my world, but I'm not kidding you. I don't know if you can tell. I think I could jump to the top of that. They have it locked off and the bottom is locked, but I could just jump to the top. I wouldn't even have a hard time doing it. I would just give a little bit of a shot and then and I'd be all the way at the top. And then it would do that thing from Mario where it would go. How the heck are you? Welcome back to another episode, Discombobulated. We got just enough time to get an episode in. We have just enough time to get an episode in. Or at least that's what, whenever I asked Siri, I was like, what time does the sun go down? They're like, 30 minutes, bitch. I was like, okay. Well, maybe I have enough time to stop by a 7 brew coffee, which I'll tell you this, I did it because I thought it was going to be fast. I didn't even know they had a drive-thru, and whenever I went through, I was like, oh my God, that's so fortunate for me that they have that because I'm in a fucking hurry to beat the sun. So then I drove through and they take your order kind of like, if you've never been to a 7 brew coffee, they take your order a little Christian-esque like they do at a Chick-fil-A. So I had to pull up and have, I would say, I don't know, maybe a 13-year-old go, hi, can I get you coffee? I'm like, can you even have coffee? And I go, yeah, can I just get a black coffee? And she goes, oh, sorry, have you never been here before? And I was like, to a coffee shop? Yeah, I've been to a coffee shop before. And then she goes, well, we only do espressos. And I'm like, I'll just, whatever version of a coffee. And I felt like it reminded me of whenever I was a kid and I worked at those jobs. And the people would walk by and you'd have to be like, I'm doing this so that I can buy a skateboard. And you're doing this so you don't fall asleep or whatever fucking thing you need. And I just really, really, really hoped. I really, really, really hoped I would never feel like that old fuddy-duddy guy. But I think I kind of did because I was like, what do you mean it's different coffee? And she's like, listen here, you stupid fuck. I know you only grew up with Starbucks and this, but there's a lot more than that. So you live, you learn. A 13-year-old puts you in your place. I don't know why. Also, why do they do that though? They do have them like come outside and like take your order. Why can't I just order it through the drive-thru that's already set up? Why do you have to put someone that when I come around a corner, I like slam on my brakes because I'm scared? Then I'm like, oh, dude, I didn't know fucking there was gonna be just a team of people standing here. There's never been one. Hi, doggo. Hi. Oh my God. Your dog's cute. Your dog's cute. Oh my God, so cute. Oh my God, they got this little lab that looks like it could fucking be in that fucking Homeward Bound movie. It could be in any fucking movie. But either she didn't speak English or she didn't like my face because I said your dog was cute. And normally people, that makes their fucking day. Because you can only say it about someone's dog. You can't really say it about their kid. Your kid's so cute. Get the fuck away from me, sir. Yes, oh, okay. Yeah, I would never say something like that. I don't even think, I'll just be honest, I don't even think kids are cute. Like when people are like, oh, kids are cute. I'm like, yeah, I think they're cute when they do something funny. But if you're like, oh, kid's cute, I'm like, I think you just got to have them. Like whenever I see kids, I'm like, all right, dude, we got to get these kids fucking out of here so that we can all do adult party things. And people are like, well, don't you remember being a kid? And I go, yeah, and it sucked. So let's get them out of here. Because when I was a kid, I was always told to leave an area. I was always told to get the fuck out of here so adults can do what adults do. But now that I'm an adult, all of a sudden there's all these other, everywhere you go, they're like, oh, do you mind if we bring our kids? I'm like, I do mind if you bring your kids to my comedy show. I say the F word and not the one you're thinking of. But, no, because, yeah, someone, my friend the other day, we were going to go write jokes because she's wanting to, like, she's like, I want to start doing stand-up. And I was like, oh, okay, we'll do that. And she's like, oh, shit, sorry, I forgot. I have my son today. Funny. But then the fact that she's like, I have my son today. I was like, okay. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, my God. Because we were talking about writing jokes and all that stuff, but I was like, if I had a kid, it would get so in the way. And I just see people bringing, I don't know. I feel like a bad guy saying I don't want to have kids, but then people who have kids tell me not to have kids. So it's a whole conundrum. But goddamn if this isn't a fucking beautiful sunset. But, dude, and as soon as I got here, I always get hurt. Last time I got a splinter, and this time I just fucking put my hand down, and there's just, like, sharp sticks coming out of the ground. So I got a little bloody finger. So, sucks. Sucks to know, sucks to see. Oh. Also, dude, everyone who's walking by has short shorts. These are the shortest ones I've owned, and honestly, when I was a kid, if I would have saw someone wearing shorts as short as I am right now, I would have fucking called me a name. Probably that for it. But now everyone's wearing them because we used to make fun of it because like our dads would wear it and you guys are like, you're a fucking loser. You don't know what is and isn't cool. But then guess what they did? Because even guess what's underneath this is like a tank top. That's what I got on. And that's like, I mean, every photo I've ever seen of my dad from like the fucking early 2000s was them just in these glasses, a tank top, and short shorts. And fucking high side. Whoa, what comes around goes around. But no, the only thing that's different though is they had me, and I would never have a me. Oh my God, you can't do this if you gotta go burp a baby. But then if I start talking like that, to say that you're like thankful you don't have a kid, then people like think that you're like, it's just fucking Satan. I'm like, I'm not Satan. I just like to party. I like to party. I like to party. And this is a lighthouse, and oh my God, you guys should see the moon, but you can't see it. You can only see that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sun. Oh my God, that sun is fucking hitting on me. That sun is kind of turning me on a little bit. Let me just kind of check. Let me just kind of like. Do you think the sun knows? Because the sun, like where it's at, always kind of looks the same. But do you think it knows that on our planet, like how sexy it gets all the time? Do you think it knows that like that it changes? That you'll be like, sometimes in the middle of the day, you'll be like, you're unbearing. I can't even get away from me. You're hurt. You're too much. You're too intense. And then at night, the sun be doing something like this, and you're like, dude, I was just upset earlier. I didn't mean any of that. You're beautiful. God, you're not just yellow. You're also fucking pink as hell. God, I just love you. I just love how you look, beautiful son. Anyway, all right. Dude, it is so fucking windy that I'm like legit nervous. I'm like, something is going to blow away. Either the film, the camera, my fucking, something on me. I don't know. But it sucks. We're in Oklahoma City. You would think we were in Chicago. You would think we'd be in the Windy City. We're not. We are in Oklahoma at The Wharf, at the lighthouse, at The Wharf, doing sunset. What more could you want? A dirt bike, honestly. A dirt bike. And then, I mean, just the fact that I don't have kids. And people might be like, you are harping on that a lot. But, dude, I went and hung out with my buddy today. And I was like, hey, dude, do you want to get lunch? And he was like, yeah, I can hang out for a little bit before I have to go pick up my kid from school. And I'm like, whoa. But then also they probably have like a beautiful love that I don't, that isn't in my life, that I try to get from a coffee. I'll be like, ooh, let me get a warm coffee. And then I don't even understand how the coffee works. And I have to have a teenager explain to me that I'm a little outdated to fucking even order coffee now. You know how sad that is to find out that I don't even understand how coffee works now? They're like, no, the only thing you can get here is an Americano. I was like, yeah, that's fine. That's pretty much a drip coffee, just like expanded or whatever. You Well, it's actually not. It's not bean. It's a different kind of thing. Well, I don't really give a fuck. What is? I don't even know the difference between espresso and fucking beans. I really don't know the difference. I just know that if I have regular coffee, like a gas station coffee or regular coffee, I feel fine. But if I have, like today, I went to a place and I had like, I think did I have a drip coffee or Americano? I think it was drip, but it was at one of those places where it was like dude, if you go to a Christian coffee shop makes the shit out of coffee. Dude, I don't know if like God is walking on the beans or whatever, but you go to a Christian coffee place, they're like, hi, God bless, and you drink that coffee, and dude, I almost started crying. There was so much caffeine in it. Like I had my second one and I was like, I went and I took like just not a violent shit, but definitely a shit that made me feel like someone else was like running my asshole. Like someone else was like pushing the buttons. I just sat down, I was like, ah! I was like, okay, well that was terrifying. Let me go back out there and have another cup of that. And yeah, you just get so fucking, you're just like, ah! And I get, for me, I go and if it's that intense, it will make me want to cry. And not like in like a cry way. I'll just be sitting there and I'm like, whoa. But that's how you know it's too good. But that for me, that's too much. Like for me, I like it at I like to have it from, a Love's gas station where you get a refill. And you're like, it's still fucking $3. Okay. And so you go to do that and then you fill it up and then you drink it and the whole time you're like, I don't think it's working. And then you kind of wake up eventually. I like that kind the most. That's my favorite kind, if I can just be honest. Because yeah, if it's too intense, like you go to a place where like you can choose what kind of beans you want. I'm like, even whenever you choose the beans at a Love's gas station or at a gas station, they're the same beans. Would you like our breakfast blend, our Colombian blend? They're all the same. The dark roast is the same as the light roast. And I tell you what, if you got tea, it would be the same fucking thing, dude. Today we went to, where did we go? We went to a place and what was the name of that place? We went to Sheba Hut. And I went to go get tea, and the tea said black tea, and then underneath that also it said essence of tea. It said tea essence. Which made that I found that kind of crazy that it said tea essence because I want to explain this, but I don't even know if I can understand it. But like tea, that's what tea is the essence. Like you have tea and then you steep it, and then that's the essence of what that thing was. So to have essence of tea is like that you did that, and then you're like watering that down. How far away are we getting from tea? How fucking much profit do you need, Sheba Hut? We have tea essence. Like even the essence was like, it was written smaller a little bit. It wasn't even in caps, so. Oh my God, we came here just in the nick of time. That lighthouse is kind of lighting up at like, can you just push the button? Is that, hold on, wait, beep. Hold on, oh sorry. Beep. 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 That's not the level. Honestly, if I made a lighthouse, that is not the one I would do. I would not go, bah. Dude, come on, I would go, like if I had a lighthouse, you'd want to run into it if you were a boat. You'd be like, dude, I want to run into it and fucking crash so we can live in harmony and happiness, where Bobby Jaycox built a beautiful lighthouse with a fucking EDM fucking show below. Dude, if I twist my ankle and the people at this restaurant watching me make this podcast, they will laugh so hard that they will not even be able to help me. They'll be like, 911, what's your emergency? They're like, dude, we can't even explain it. You just got to look at our location and fucking come here. Let me make sure it's recording and then my phone's not going to blow away. It is. Wait. Is it? It's... Oh, okay, cool. got nervous, saw something didn't make any sense. And then this is all good, right? All these levels are good. I'm so nervous I'm going to do something wrong, but I can't put the headphones in because I wouldn't even be able to fucking hear myself. It's so windy out here. Oh my God. But, what else? Oh yeah, dude, we, this weekend I had a fucking killer weekend at, Twister's Comedy Club in Oklahoma City. Well, it's not, it's like north of the city, but it's still in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Shout out to Aaron and Ross. They run an incredible club. The first night I headlined and we had so much fun. And then the next night they had a roast show that they had put me on as a panelist. And dude, I found out I think I might love roasting. I like writing roast jokes. I like writing them in the moment. I like fucking around. And also people seem to like it. Like none of the ones I did. The first two people didn't understand. I said it and you could tell that they were just like, we don't like this. Because I was trying to connect with them, and they're like, we don't know what we think about this, like, lady or whatever. And then I won them over with a pretty sick-ass joke, because I said that the two people that were battling each other looked like they ran a struggling Hot Topic. And, I mean, that killed so hard that people after the show, I was like, I'm going to actually sell merch. And people were like, oh, why would we think to sell merch? I'm like, because you're not trying to fucking make sure that you don't die tomorrow. That you need money to eat, so you got to buy my stickers. If I gotta eat, I gotta eat. So buy my stickers. Dude, I mean, the lighthouse, it just doesn't make sense why that's how it goes. I don't really know. I don't know why it's also pissing me off either. I guess I'm just looking for something to be mad at. I guess because it's an episode of a podcast. You always think you gotta just be fucking. You always gotta be on, Bob. You know what, Bob? Maybe you could turn yourself a little off and give yourself some rest and relaxation. That's what I'm going to do as soon as this episode's over. As soon as this episode's over, I am going to go to the Planet Fitness. And they say, I apparently I have the black card, which I wouldn't call it that. I would never, but I think that's what they call it. And so that's, and I'm going to sit in a chair and they have like a hydro thing that's going to give you a massage. And there is a part of me that is like, you know what? I do think that this thing is going to fix my sciatica, but there's no way we're going to talk about my back right now. Yeah. Oh yeah, so we did, that was what I was saying. We did the roast and, why was I talking about that? But yeah, we did the roast and had so much fun. And then afterwards we went and, there was like almost every bar in Oklahoma City has like karaoke. And so we went to this bar that had karaoke, dude. And there was this group of, I mean this with love. I believe there was like 4 like emo autistic boys, but no, I believe it was all boys, all men. You know, we're in a bar. It was all men, all autistic boys who just kept singing their versions of all of the hits we grew up with. Like, sometimes you go to a karaoke bar and you're like, someone's trying to get something out. They were like, we're going to play the hits that everyone wants us to fucking play. And one of us, yes, gotta sing like this. And I'm not trying to sing like them singing like that. I'm like, this is literally what they did. And I was like, that's fucking cool, because I wouldn't have the balls to do that. I don't like karaoke. That is where Bob kind of slips up. Like, a lot of people, they're like, oh my God, what's your song? And I'm like, and I'll do anything. I'll do anything look stupid, but I'm just not a karaoke man, because I'm not a singer. And then last night I went out with my friend Haley and her boyfriend, and then one of their friends. And I am not making fun of this girl at all. This is what happened. Anyone would say this. I just couldn't stop laughing because I'd never seen anything like that. And I guess I'm also lucky because I get to perform. I've been performing since I was 19, so like I get that out. But we go to this bar and she's never done karaoke. She's never done it. And Matt, my friend Haley's boyfriend, was singing, but he was like kind of starting to get a little too drunk. So he goes, I can't. And so he passes it off. And then so she had to fill in, and she did a great job. And everyone gave her a big, big cheer. And then so as soon as she got done, then she was like, she goes, guys, thank you. I've actually never done this before. She was like, that kid's like, apparently I've never been on live television before. She goes, I've never done this before. I've never done karaoke. Sorry. Thank you. And everyone's like, yeah, you did great. So she was like the hero. And then she just couldn't wait. And then she went up and signed up again. So like one person goes up and then she's back up and she gets up again and she goes, hey guys, sorry, but just so you guys know, I've never done karaoke. We were like, yeah, we know. There's 17 people in this bar. We understand. And so then she starts going again. And this time the song was, it was fine, but it was like, the song was close to her heart, but no one really knew it. So then she came over and she goes, I've never done that before. Fuck, I gotta pick another song. So she goes to do a third song, but now the list is closed. And she still wants to do karaoke. And I have never in my life seen this. I was laughing by myself. We also showed up with her, so people were probably like confused of why I'm laughing so hard at her. But I couldn't help it because she was so sweet. But she goes, can I do another song? They go, there's no more songs. She comes up, she goes, there's no more songs. And you could just tell she wanted to sing another song. So these guys are doing the last song of the night. These two guys are singing the last song of the night. And she goes up and she's kind of singing with them. And they're like, yeah, let's get this energy going. So she's like getting close and like, yeah. And then she goes for the mic. I swear to God, they're singing. She goes like this. And he pulls it away. And he goes, what? No, what? And then she goes, and they like tried to like play it off like she didn't just try to fucking steal the microphone. And then she goes to the other guy singing the duet, and she was like, oh. And then he's singing, and he had kind of saw her, so he starts turning away from her. And then she goes, do you guys care if I sing with you? And he goes, you're doing it. And like you could tell they're like, we're trying to do this is the last song we always do. This is our thing. And she just couldn't give it up. And she just couldn't give it up. And she kept trying to sing it. And then the song ends and she comes over. She goes, they wouldn't let me sing. And I was like, I know. I saw you try. She goes, I know. What the why wouldn't they let me sing? And then she got so upset that she goes, I can't believe I tipped them $20. And she went up and she goes, thanks for nothing. And they were like, what are you talking about? But I just thought it was funny. Again, she was a sweet person. She just had karaoke in her heart. And she wanted to get the fucking, the karaoke let out. And so sometimes, if you can try to get it out, you can, but I mean, I'd never seen anything. I'd never seen something so egregious. And she thought she was being slick too. Like when they were holding it, she was like, sweet Caroline, ba ba. Tried to grab the mic from you. One more song, please, one more song. And then also, dude, okay, you know what? I think I know the answer to this. I do think I know the answer. But when you go to a bar and they're closing and they come around, why do they have to be... I guess I know the answer. I know it because guys are fucking... People are shitty, and as you tell them to leave, they don't leave and they keep talking or whatever. But guys will be like, you gotta leave so much that, like, you'll have like a friend taking a shit and you'll be like, hey, they're taking a shit. They're like, we don't care. We're locking them in there. You're like, okay, I don't think you do it. Hi. Oh my God, you guys can't see it, but there's another cute dog. Oh, cute dog. Yeah, they heard me. They get it. That's how you react whenever someone sees a cute dog. But then there's also a guy recording a podcast by the thing, so they probably think I'm about to fucking end it all. Like I just do this and stand up, turn around, and then walk into the sea, which it's not. It's a lake, but it's a wharf. I didn't know a wharf could be at a lake. Wait, then what's that lighthouse for? It's like you should know where the edge is. No, I guess you don't have. Wait, I don't understand anything about nothing. Okay, so this is a lighthouse. Shouldn't there be a lighthouse at every 12 feet? Why is there only a lighthouse over here? Oh, it's because there's a harbor. You want to find over there because that's where they're all parked. Okay, I guess that makes sense. God, this coffee's not very good. So I love it. Hey, do you guys want to be on my podcast? No? All right. I mean, I'm getting stared at like I'm a hot girl, dude. Whenever I do my podcast and if I have a mic and if I'm doing it in a public thing, people stare at me like, dude, because I'll say like in my life, I've probably had like, I've been a lucky man. I've probably had at least like 26 really hot friends in my life. Like throughout my life, just really hot friends. And I've seen how guys look at them. And when I have the mic in my hand and I'm out by a wharf, people will just stare at me like I'm like, what are you staring at? hey, take a picture. My dick will last longer. No, but it'll be smaller or whatever. And because I don't like how the lens makes it look like that. Oh my God, please send me a picture of your dick. Okay, cool, but no. As soon as a girl asks me to send me, like, if they're like, "Oh, dude, send me a picture of your dick," I'm always like, for one, I'm dreaming, because no one that you can just tell. I'm 5'8". You can just tell you don't got to see this one. But also, anytime if someone's like, "Oh, I want to see a picture of your dick," I'm like, I think I'm Christian again, so I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I kind of believe in the Lord, so let's just take a breath and a breather. So, yeah, I just get nervous. I get nervous. I don't really want to send my cock. If I'm sending my cock, if I've ever sent a picture of my wiener, which people have sent a picture of my wiener to someone, but if you've sent like a picture, if I've sent a picture of my wiener, the worst thing is that like a girl will be like, "Hey, send me a picture of your dick," and then you do, and then you'll be like, I bet they fell asleep, but it's not like a great time to have done that. Because then it just feels like I threw my dick and I'm waiting for it to get tossed back, but it doesn't. And then you're like, oh. And then the next day they're like, "Oh, sorry, that penis was red." I'm like, shut up. I'm trying to find my wife. Isn't that crazy? That's kind of what you take a picture of your dick because you hope you might be sending it to like, not like, not your wife, but maybe, maybe someone's wife or whatever. No, but I want to send a picture. You'll be taking a picture of your dick, and you just have no idea if one day you'll be like, "That's the last time I'm ever gonna send my dick," Because you don't do that when you're married, right? When you're married, do you send pictures of your dick? Like maybe because it's funny, like maybe like how I send it to all my like dude friends. Like I'll do it, like I'll send them like a picture of my like soft dick, and then I had like one female friend, like we would send each other pictures of us like pooping and gross stuff, and so it's like I would send like, "Oh, look at my soft dick," which is so. If you have a picture of my soft dick, you've known true love from Bobby. Like in high school, one time I remember like. It sounds weird to say or whatever, but that's when this happened. But my high school, we were both the same age. And and she was like, she went to like pull the covers back. I was like, "Hey, my dick is out." Like, and she's like, "Yeah, I know, I've seen it." I'm like, "Yeah, but it's not like, it's soft." And she was like, "Oh, I don't, it's okay. I don't care." And then I was like, "All right." And I remember she went like this, and I swear to God, she gasped and without joking goes, "That's not yours." She said, "That's not yours." She goes, "This isn't yours." She thought that I was like done. Went and like put mine, like unscrewed my dick and like the fake dick, and then put like mine back on. And she was like, "That's not." She's like, "It just looks so different." I was like, "I know, I told you that." And could you imagine if I did that to a girl? I was like, "No, come on, I don't. Yeah, no, send me a picture." And then she did it, and I was like, I'd probably be in jail. That's how hard these double standards are. No, I'm just kidding. But this place is called Louie's on the Lake Grill and Pub, and dude, it might be calling my name. After I leave here, should I get some fucking wings from this bitch? Dude, I might get some fucking wings and eat outside. But I don't know. Because here's the thing. You ever do that thing where you're like, "Oh, I want to eat at like a fancy place," because you're like, this place, it's kind of like a fancy little grill for Bob. For me, it's fancy, but I was like, "Oh, I'll go eat there." But sometimes I'll go to eat at like a fancy place, and after I do, I always feel kind of stupid. Because I'm like, dude, I could have gotten the same kind of wings at like a Buffalo. Like it was like pretty much the same food. But I always think that like the guy named fucking Louie is making it or whatever. They're like, "Louie's on the lake." And I'm like, "Can I talk to him?" And they're like, "Well, no, because he's not a real person. It's just the name of a place. And someone else just recently bought it and they don't really care. And they're all for about profit. So we now don't have napkins anymore." You're like, "Really?" You're like, "Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely." But I don't even know if you can see me because it's pretty dark out and I have sunglasses on. I'm basically one of the Blues Bob brothers. Oh, dude, yeah. You know what I might do? This is what I'm gonna do. I might wait on eating there. I might take $60 because I sold some merch, and that's all I'm going to take to the casino. and then try to see if I can't make so much money that I can afford a place to stay tonight. That's what I'm going to do. So please sign up for the Patreon so I don't have to keep doing that. No, I'm just kidding. Don't feel sorry for me. I'm literally like the happiest guy right now. I'm so happy. And then also, I'm like, because I am kind of like sleeping in my car sometimes. But also, the other day, I don't ever buy alcohol. But the show we were gonna do, you couldn't have alcohol. Like they just didn't sell it, so you had to bring it. And I swear to God, I'm a witch, dude, because I looked at the bottle and I was like, this is gonna spill in my car. I don't know how I knew it. And I even reached back and made sure it was tight. And the next day, I got in my car and I swear to God, I sat down and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And it had spilled all in there. So today I had to, my hands still smell like vinegar. And I had to, I don't know why I said, but I had to spray it all. And now my car and my fingers still smell like vinegar. They just smell, it's a weird word. But I cleaned my car. And now it smells like vinegar, but at least it doesn't smell like apple Crown Royal, which I hadn't had that in forever, dude. I was like pouring drinks. We were like in the green room making our own drinks, just like making these mixed drinks. And as I was pouring it, dude, I can't express how much I felt like I was like 22 again, because you used to do that all the time. You would like make your own drinks. And now that you're an adult, you're either at a bar or you're like, no, I can't drink. I have a fucking job tomorrow. But I don't. Bobby doesn't work at all anymore, except for comedy. The job he's always wanted. And now he gets to just do podcasts by the wharf. So thank you for subscribing to the podcast. Thank you for checking out the Patreon. You can sign up for as little as $1 and you get free merch, and you also get free episodes, bonus episodes. So please sign up for that. Bob's going to figure out what he's going to do to this, but I am really happy. I feel very free. I feel like this is a transformative time. And I've also started to not give my energy to moments that I don't think that they deserve. And I can't express how much it doesn't fix your problems, but it does make you feel good whenever you're like in a group and you're like, I think I'm just going to leave. And then you just leave and you're like, oh, wow, that felt amazing. Oh my God, I feel like I have a tick on my ass. Anyways, I got to go. I don't want to get ticks on my ass. Oh my God, is that literally a tick on my ass? I'm not going to itch my asshole in front of all these people, am I? Okay, I already did. Love you. Bye.